Today we are diving deep into one of the most common audio questions I get asked constantly. Should you pick a dynamic microphone or a sensitive condenser for your next big recording project? I'm going to walk you through the core technical differences between them, pinpoint exactly when one absolutely outperforms the other, and guide you toward the choice that perfectly aligns with your unique content creation workflow. Before we open the boxes, if you are producing long-form testing or deep dive reviews right now and struggle to repurpose that footage, make sure you stick around because I will soon reveal the exact method I use to transform those long sessions into highly engaging, snackable short-form clips. Let us first look right inside the capsule, starting with the dynamic microphone, which is mechanically a very simple moving coil design where a diaphragm is physically attached to a wire coil, suspended within a magnetic field. Conversely, the condenser microphone operates on a capacitor principle, relying on a very thin diaphragm vibrating near a fixed backplate to change the electrical capacitance, which necessitates additional internal circuitry and usually requires external phantom power from your audio interface. This fundamental mechanical difference directly explains their real-world performance, meaning dynamics, due to their heavier construction and purely passive design, are incredibly rugged and can reliably survive demanding on-the-road use far better than most other designs. While there are certainly some extremely rugged industry-grade condenser models available, generally speaking, dropping a capacitor-based mic risks damaging the sensitive internal element, so dynamics remain the preferred choice for throwing gear into a backpack for touring or rough transport. Moving to the upside, condensers possess superior sensitivity, allowing them to capture much quieter sound sources and reveal incredibly fine acoustic detail, making them ideal for delicate vocal performances or intimate recordings of acoustic instruments. However, this increased sensitivity is a double-edged sword because they will also faithfully capture undesirable background elements like distant traffic, air conditioning hum, or even the squeak of your chair, unless you have a meticulously controlled acoustic space. Because dynamics output a lower electrical signal level naturally, they often demand significantly more clean gain from your microphone preamplifier to reach a usable recording volume. The reality is more complex because condenser electronics generate their own minuscule self-noise, meaning while they output a hotter signal reducing preamp noise, the overall resulting noise floor is highly dependent on the quality of both the microphone and the preamp used. Let us compare two industry benchmarks. The dynamic SM7B, which excels at delivering that rich, broadcast-style mid-range warmth perfect for close, intimate speaking voices. Conversely, the large diaphragm condenser counterpart captures far more subtle air and high-frequency detail, yet the dynamic mic easily handles loud vocal passages without overloading or introducing harsh distortions. Next, we must discuss polar patterns, which fundamentally describe a microphone's directional sensitivity, mapping out how much sound it captures from various angles around its capsule. Strategically utilizing the rejection zones allows you to dramatically reduce unwanted ambient noise, or conversely, aim the pickup area away from stage monitors to maximize gain before experiencing feedback issues during a live performance. Since many quality condensers offer multi-pattern switching capability directly on the body, this allows for exceptional flexibility when recording complex scenarios like multi-person interviews or varied multi-source instrument setups. Sonically, we must also consider frequency response, where condensers frequently offer a flatter, broader spectrum capture, paired with a faster transient response thanks to their lighter, more agile diaphragm assembly. This speed translates to a sharper perceived attack on percussive sounds and a crisper, more detailed high-end on vocal recordings, although certain modern dynamics are now engineered to also deliver very lively high-frequency performance. The key takeaway here is to never rely solely on the generic label. Always examine the published frequency response charts and prioritize listening to actual audio samples before making a final purchase decision. Small diaphragm condensers generally react faster to sharp transients than their large diaphragm counterparts because they have less physical mass to move, making them a frequent choice for capturing tight, fast percussive sounds. However, that comparatively slower transient response in a dynamic mic can actually be beneficial, smoothing out overly harsh peaks and resulting in a sound that feels warmer and much more forgiving to the ear. In terms of budget, dynamics are typically less expensive to manufacture, meaning you can acquire a workhorse dynamic microphone capable of years of reliable service for a relatively small initial investment. Conversely, entry-level condensers at that same price range might compromise on low self-noise specifications or introduce sonic coloration that limits their usability across diverse recording scenarios. From personal experience, a $100 dynamic I purchased years ago remains a staple in my setup, whereas a similarly priced condenser purchase has seen far less use due to a narrower range of suitable applications. To simplify your final decision, you must clearly answer three fundamental questions. What is the sound source? What is the acoustic environment? And what specific sonic character are you aiming to achieve? If your priority involves handling loud stage vocals or recording in acoustically untreated loud environments, selecting a rugged dynamic microphone is almost always the most practical and safest first step. Conversely, for controlled studio settings where capturing the absolute finest detail on acoustic instruments or nuanced vocal performances is critical, you should lean heavily toward a sensitive condenser model. For most modern content creators producing a variety of video reviews and product demonstrations, owning a balanced pair, one dynamic for bleed control and one condenser for detail, offers the most comprehensive coverage. Now for that practical workflow tip I promised. When you finish recording hours of long-form content, like detailed mic comparisons or extended tutorials, The real challenge becomes recycling that material for rapid social media distribution. This is precisely where a tool like Vizard completely changes the game, as its specialized AI feature automatically scans your footage to isolate those high engagement moments and package them into polished, ready-to-publish short video clips. It goes far beyond simple trimming because the artificial intelligence specifically identifies true audience hooks, the surprising insights, the key demonstrations, or genuine reactions, and formats them perfectly for vertical platforms like Reels and TikTok. Furthermore, the scheduling burden disappears because the auto-schedule function allows you to define your posting frequency, and the system intelligently queues the content, so you are never manually babysitting a content calendar again. The integrated content calendar then consolidates all your cross-platform publishing activity, giving you a centralized dashboard where you can finalize captions and adjust minute timing adjustments across every channel. If you have previously wrestled with simple trimming tools or platforms that demand you manually mark every single highlight, the efficiency gained by this intelligent, automated workflow will feel like a massive weight lifted. Many competing services impose frustrating limitations like per export fees or restrict key features to overly expensive tiers, whereas this solution is clearly designed around the ongoing creator-centric need for high-volume output. I must clarify that this automation is not intended to replace the meticulous precision required by some editors who demand absolute frame-by-frame manual control within a dedicated non-linear editing suite. While specialized tools excel at niche tasks like audio restoration or complex multicam syncing, they fail to address the daily administrative grind of transforming a single, long recording into dozens of optimized short social assets. Vizard's true value proposition lies in bridging the gap. You have substantial long-form content, you need to aggressively scale your content distribution, and you require an intelligent assistant for the heavy lifting that sounds completely human. Returning to our microphone testing, once you have recorded your comparison takes, the first content step involves creating a brief introduction that clearly outlines the core specifications you are actively evaluating. The second crucial step is capturing identical source material, with every microphone placed at the exact same distance within the identical acoustic space, ensuring every file is clearly labeled for easy recall. Thirdly, conduct a live analysis where you actively point out the sonic disparities, specifically noting tonal balance shifts, plosive control, sibilant reproduction, and transient handling during loud peaks. Finally, critically, save that entire raw, long-form recording because a tool like Vizard can meticulously mine that seemingly endless data stream for dozens of highly shareable micro moments you might otherwise completely overlook. For example, a seemingly dense 20-minute technical dive can effortlessly yield 10 distinct 15 to 60-second clips, each precisely tailored to resonate with separate audiences like podcasters, musicians, or live streamers. A very common question I receive is whether it is better to invest everything into one single expensive microphone. But my professional advice is that having a small variety of specialized tools almost always yields superior results. Because every voice and instrument interacts uniquely with a microphone's specific voicing, if your budget restricts you to just one, select the most versatile option available for your specific room acoustics. However, if you can assemble a small, diverse sonic palette, perhaps including a dark dynamic, a brighter dynamic, and both large and small condensers, you will be prepared to perfectly capture virtually any recording scenario you encounter. To quickly summarize this entire comparison, dynamics offer unmatched durability and forgiveness in loud or acoustically messy settings, while condensers provide superior sensitivity and detail necessary for pristine, controlled studio capture. Remember that neither microphone type is inherently superior. They are simply different tools designed for specific jobs, so always base your final choice on the source material, the room, your budget, and your desired final sound aesthetic. And if you're a creator sitting on piles of long-form content about gear, tutorials, or interviews, consider using Vizard to turn that one long recording into a stream of high-performing micro-content. It's subtle, it saves hours upon hours of tedious editing time, and ultimately, it helps you actually reach a much wider audience with the very best segments of your valuable creative work. I've left direct links below for all the microphones and the powerful tools we discussed today, and using those links definitely helps support the channel without costing you a single extra penny. Thank you very much for watching this comparison, and please let me know in the comments which specific microphone you would like me to review in an upcoming dedicated follow-up video.